Hello, good morning students. Welcome to my channel. Today in this class we are going to do exercises of chapter 9 Chipko movement of your English Fairy workbook, which is a link lesson to the last chapter of your English Fairy book, that is the Awakening. So let's start. This is exercise A given on page number 57. Complete these sentences. Incomplete sentences are given. You have to complete those sentences with the help of the passage that you have read. Now let's do it. First one is the Chipko movement was inspired by the Bishnoi Committee of Rajasthan. Second one, the Chipko movement was a protest against the felling of trees which were to be cut down for industrial purpose. Third one, Sundarlal Bahuguna created the slogan. What was his slogan? Ecology is the permanent economy. Chipko means to embrace or to cling in Hindi. Fifth one, the Save Himalaya movement raised awareness about the importance of forests and the responsibility of each one of us to plant trees and protect the environment. Next we are going to do vocabulary section given on page number 58. Exercise A. Read each sentence. Choose the idiomatic expressions that best describes the highlighted words. You can see in the sentences few words are highlighted and in a box few idioms are given. Now what you have to do, आपको highlighted words के लिए उपयुक्त idiom को choose करना है, मुहावरे को choose करना है. Now let's start. First one, although Seema was thinking of going on a world tour by herself, her parents, now highlighted words are, did not let her carry on with her plans. उसे उसके plans के साथ आगे बढ़ने नहीं दिया. So appropriate idiom here is nip in the bud. Nip in the bud means to stop at an early stage. किसी चीज की समस्या खड़ी हो जाए उससे पहले ही उसे रोक देना. So appropriate idiom for this gap is nip in the bud. Now second one. The sales executive had used the same strategy so often that it had lost all appeal. Now here highlighted words are had lost all appeal. So here suitable idiom is old chestnut. Old chestnut means old boring ideas or jokes. So here you will write old chestnut. Now third one. Mihika kept reiterating the importance of energy conservation, but for many months her words went unheeded. Highlighted words are went unheeded. Unheeded means to ignore. Now here appropriate idiom is cry in the wilderness. Cry in the wilderness means one who expresses an unpopular opinion or idea. So here most suitable idiom is cry in the wilderness. Now fourth one. Rimi was so engrossed in making a note of the minute details that she completely lost track of the main points raised in the meeting. Now for highlighted words, appropriate idiom here is can't see the woods for the trees. And the meaning of the idiom can't see the woods for the trees is do not understand the situation for a longer time. Now fifth one, you should go out and explore the world of nature rather than sit in a corner with your feet permanently planted on the carpet. And most suitable idiom for these highlighted words are turn over a new leaf, means go ahead and take responsibilities. Next we are going to do exercise B. Match the idioms in column A with their meanings in column B. This is given on page number 59. Two columns are there, column A and column B. In column A idioms are there and in column B their meanings are there. You have to match idioms with their meanings. Column A में लिखे हुए idioms को column B में लिखे हुए उनके meaning से आपको match करना है. Let's do it. First one is root and branch, and its meaning is do something completely or thoroughly. Root and branch means टहनी और जड़, यानी कोई चीज कंप्लीट करना, पूरा करना. नेक्स्ट, मेक अ माउंटेन आउट ऑफ अ मोल हिल, राई का पहाड़ बना देना, एंड इट्स मीनिंग इज exaggerate out of all proportion. Now third one, set the themes on fire, and its meaning is do a remarkable deed, कोई अद्भुत काम कर लेना. Thorn in your side, thorn in your side means कोई चीज जो आपको कांटे की तरह चुभ रही है, and you will match it with something that irritates you. Next one, a storm in a teacup, and its meaning is a lot of fuss about something unimportant, कोई चीज जो महत्वपूर्ण ना हो उस पर ढेर सारा डिस्कशन करना. नेक्स्ट वन, weather the storm, and its meaning is successfully survive a difficult situation, किसी कठिन परिस्थिति से सफलतापूर्वक बचकर निकल जाना. Next we are going to do exercise C. Match the names of subjects in A with their description in B. Again, two columns are there. In column A, name of subjects are given, and in column B, its description is given. What do you learn in this subject? Now, first one, botany. Match it with G. What is botany? Deals with the study of trees and plants. Second, zoology. Zoology, match it with D. What is zoology? Zoology deals with the study of the animal world. Now third one, that is chemistry. Match it with F. What is chemistry? It deals with how different chemicals work. Next one, fourth one, archaeology. Match it with C. What is archaeology? It deals with the study of human history by excavating historical sites. Next one, sociology. Match it with A. What is sociology? Deals with the study of human society. Next, literature. Literature deals with the written works of great authors. Next is economics. Economics is, it deals with the study of how wealth is generated and circulated in a nation. Last one is commerce. Match it with E part. What is E? Deals with how business is conducted on a day-to-day basis. Next we are going to do grammar portion given on page number 60. This is about direct and indirect speech. Fill in the columns with direct or indirect speech as needed. One has been done for you. So this is about direct and indirect speech, where direct is given, indirect is not given, and where indirect speech is given, there is blank in its direct speech column. So you have to complete it. Now let's do. First one is already done. Both the sentences are written. Now second one, Neha said to her mother, I have completed my homework. Now I have completed, this is in present perfect tense, and I taught you in my videos how to change direct speech to indirect speech, that present perfect changes to past perfect when you change it into indirect speech. जब आप direct को indirect करते हैं और अगर आपका reported speech present perfect tense में है तो वो past perfect tense में change हो जाता है. Now let's change it into indirect speech. Now here you can see Neha said to her mother. यहाँ subject के साथ साथ reporting verb में object भी है, तो said to का change हो जाएगा told. Neha told her mother. Inverted commas will be removed and conjunction that will be added. Inverted commas को हटाएंगे, conjunction that add करेंगे. Next is I have completed. Now I क्या है? This is first person pronoun जो change होता है subject के according. Subject है हमारा नेहा. Neha is a girl. So here she. Now have completed will be changed to had completed. She had completed her homework. So your indirect speech will be Neha told her mother that she had completed her homework. Now third one, indirect speech is given. You have to write direct speech. तो पहले indirect speech को पढ़ते हैं. Brett told his friend that he liked to study in the morning. Now here you can see indirect speech is in simple past tense. तो जब आप इसका डायरेक्ट करेंगे तो रिपोर्टेड स्पीच चेंज हो जाएगी सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस में. आइए डायरेक्ट स्पीच करते हैं इसकी. ब्रेड टोल्ड हिज फ्रेंड, सब्जेक्ट और ऑब्जेक्ट दोनों है. टोल्ड का अगेन रिवर्स हो जाएगा सेड टू. ब्रेड सेड टू हिज फ्रेंड. नाउ दैट कंजंक्शन यहां हमने लगाया था कॉमास को रिमूव करके, तो यहां पर क्या करना है, दैट कंजंक्शन को रिमूव करना है और रिपोर्टेड स्पीच को इन्वर्टेड कॉमास में बंद करना है. सो पुट कॉमा हियर एंड देन रिपोर्टेड स्पीच इन इन्वर्टेड कॉमा. ही लाइक्ड टू का क्या हो जाएगा, ही का चेंज हो जाएगा सब्जेक्ट के अकॉर्डिंग. सब्जेक्ट है ब्रेड, तो यहां पर क्या हो जाएगा, आई लाइक टू स्टडी इन द मॉर्निंग. सो योर डायरेक्ट स्पीच विल बी ब्रेड सेड टू हिज फ्रेंड I like to study in the morning. Now next one, fourth. The gentleman said to the old man, I enjoyed my tour of the city. यहाँ पर डायरेक्ट स्पीच दी है, आपको इसे इनडायरेक्ट में चेंज करना है. I enjoyed my tour of the city. This is in simple past tense. जब सिंपल past tense को हम इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में चेंज करते हैं तो वो किस में चेंज हो जाता है, पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस में. तो हमारी इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच हो जाएगी द जेंटलमैन सेड टू का चेंज हो जाएगा टोल्ड में. द जेंटलमैन टोल्ड द ओल्ड मैन. अगेन कॉमास विल बी रिमूव्ड एंड दैट यू विल ऐड दैट ही हैड एंजॉयड. आई एंजॉयड, दिस इज सिंपल पास्ट. जब आप इसका पास्ट परफेक्ट करेंगे तो आई चेंज हो जाएगा सब्जेक्ट के अकॉर्डिंग एंड जेंटलमैन का की जगह लगा देंगे ही. He had enjoyed the tour of the city. Past perfect में had helping verb के साथ V3 फॉर्म लगती है verb की थर्ड फॉर्म, तो यहाँ पर had और verb की थर्ड फॉर्म enjoyed. So your indirect speech will be the gentleman told the old man that he had enjoyed the tour of the city. Now children, fifth one you can see fourth and fifth are same. Fourth is repeated again in fifth number, so I have not written that. You can write the same answer which you have written in number 4. Now let's start with number 6. Now here direct speech is given. You have to write indirect speech for this direct speech. What is sixth sentence? Sixth is Rohan said to the shopkeeper, I have been waiting here for the past 30 minutes. Now, I have been waiting. This is present perfect continuous tense. So, when you will change it into indirect speech, it will be changed to past perfect continuous tense. Now, let's change it. Rohan said to the shopkeeper. Said to will be changed to told. Rohan told the shopkeeper, inverted commas removed, that will be added, that. Now I have been waiting will be changed to he had been waiting. Now here will be adverb of place changes from nearness to distance. So here will be changed to there. Been waiting there for the past 30 minutes. Now next one, seventh. Now here indirect speech is given. Direct speech you have to write. What is indirect given? Rita told her sister that she would be going to see the play with her parents. Now here you can see would is there. It means this is conditional. It will be changed to will when you speak in direct speech. Now let's do it. Rita said to her sister. Now would will be changed to will and she will be changed according to the subject. So here I will be going to see the play with my parents. This will be your direct speech. Now eighth sentence. Here direct speech is given. The teacher said to her students, I will collect your notebooks after you answer the test. Now let's change it into indirect speech. Said to will be changed to told. The teacher told her students. Now commas will be removed and that will be added, that he would collect. Now why I have taken he? Because here subject is common gender. Common gender means the teacher can be male or female both. So when such condition is there, we always take it as a male. So I have used he here. Now will be changed to would. This is conditional. that he would collect. Now your is second person pronoun which changes according to the object. So here object is students, so your will be changed to their. Collect their notebooks after. Now again you is second person pronoun which changes according to the object, after they answer the test. So your indirect speech will be, the teacher told her students that he would collect their notebooks after they answer the test. So I hope you have understood the rules for direct to indirect speech. Students, I have made 4 videos on this topic. Go through all those videos. You will understand this topic very clearly, how pronouns are changed, how adverbs of time and place are changed, how tenses are changed when you change the direct speech into indirect speech, what are the rules applied on it. So if you'll go through all the videos, this concept will be clear to you. Now that's all for today. In next video I'll cover up all those remaining exercises of this chapter. If you like the video, then press on like button, share your views in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Bye bye. Have a good day.